Hello, welcome to the Soulprint Pick Your Crystal weekly reading. This week we have three lovely stones. We have this blue one, this Moonstone, which I'm going to call orange, and this green one. This is for the week of August 22nd through the 28th. Take a moment and see which crystal or crystals resonate with you. Which crystal is calling out to your soul? And let's get started. Okay, so we're going to start with this lovely blue stone. It's a lovely crystal. Here we go. We have the Emperor. We have the Five of Swords. We have the Six of Swords. And we have the Ace of Wands. Okay. Here we go. So, I have to say the energy of these cards really does make me feel as if there has been a difficult time that you have moved through. And whether that was a time of just internal stress, or whether that was a time where there was stress or anxiety or worry coming from external, from your circumstances, from friends, from family, whatever. But there's definitely a feeling that you have started to move away from that toxicity. And I don't use that word lightly, but it really feels as if almost like you did everything you could do. And whether the situation is resolved or not, you've done what you can do. And it's time now for you to move forward and find yourself in a sort of calmer, more peaceful environment. Find yourself in a place where you really are able to listen to your thoughts, move forward with clarity. Find your ambitions. You have the Emperor here. Now, the Emperor is the mate to the Empress, which is abundance. And the Emperor is that same energy, but often the Emperor talks about sort of business or commercial, something, that I guess that is more tangible. And because you have the swords here, it feels very much as if you are able to start putting things into place or pulling pieces together and move into a time where the energy is a little bit more about moving past whatever this situation is and settling down into a place and state that is just calmer, that is more peaceful, that is more productive. If you have any legal kind of issues around you, if there have been concerns about, whether a certain something would go well because it's taken a while or it's taken time, energetically it feels like you may start to hear of or move towards, resolution. Start getting some of the answers that you are seeking. There is sort of a magic and a power to this time frame for you. And I suppose the secret, if you will, to how well that works for you or how successful it is how well you are going to be able to move past this Five of Swords, the friction, the tension, feeling, even for some people, abandoned, feeling left behind, feeling ignored. But you're moving to safer, calmer, more peaceful ground now. And that is where you are going to find the strength, the guidance, and the insight to move forward in a way that brings you abundance. It brings you success. It takes you to the next place or to the next level. So it very much feels like it's time. Let the past be in the past. Set your course for where you really want to go, and go there with power, with confidence, and with clarity that your destination is simply straight ahead. Lovely. Alrighty. Let's take a look at this Moonstone. We're going to call that orange. Oops, upside down. Don't want to do that. Okay. We have the King of Wands. We have the Ace of Wands, the Four of Cups, and the Eight of Swords. Okay, so for some, you seem to be dealing with, coping with, going through a period of time where there is a lot of mental anxiety or stress. I almost want to say a state where in some way you feel restricted from moving forward, or you can't see your way clearly, that it feels as if you are stuck or held in place. And it's causing you to sort of sort of like go still, right? And not necessarily in a good way, because there's no movement forward with the Eight of Swords. But the swords are about your thoughts. So I suppose the question is it possible that in some way you yourself are creating or amplifying the energy that allows you to feel as if you can't see your way forward, or you can't maneuver past the spot and place you are in? And it's making you feel a little bit discontented, okay? But I want you to notice that, your Four of Cups here, this fourth cup is coming on the wings of an angel. And so perhaps the message of this reading is that it really is time to sort of stand in your power, take new steps and fresh steps to move forward. Lift yourself from this place of anxiety, of indecision, and simply own your power. And you have it. All of us have our own power, our own strength, our own wisdom, our own light. Sometimes we forget to tap into it. Sometimes we forget to look for the guidance and support that is right there if we just reach out for it, if we just ask for it. Always remember, with this Eight of Swords, she's not surrounded by the swords. They're to the side and to the back of her. and her hands are not bound in a way that would not allow her to remove the mask. She absolutely can remove the mask that's on her eyes. When she finds her power and when she is ready to accept help, reach for help, ask for help, that is when the power becomes amplified. That is when your words have meaning. That is when you can actually feel that forward momentum. So, whatever situation you're in that is resonating with the message of these cards, the message clearly is it's time to move forward. It's time to take whatever first step you can take to leave the place and the space, the thoughts that you were in, and move towards something that is empowering, enlightening, and satisfying. And that is absolutely there for you. I almost want to say, as soon as you kind of get out of your way. And listen, everybody has times like this. Everybody. I guess the trick is finding the moment when you're ready to move forward. And based on this, I would say the moment is upon you. Okay. And now let's go to this lovely green crystal and see what we have here. So we have the Ace of Pentacles. We have Death. Don't freak. You all know that the Death card, like, virtually never means death, okay? The Well, which is a lovely card, and the King of Pentacles. Okay. Now, the Well is a card that is unique to this deck. It's by Matt Hughes, and it's called the Eternal Visions Illuminated Tarot Deck. I'll explain the Well when we get to it. But this is a kind of exciting reading. It really is. What you have here is sort of a story about finding a new path forward, finding the ideas, the inspiration, the clarity to move yourself forward in a way that creates for you a sense of stability, a sense of being grounded, a sense of being secure and safe. And whatever it is that has gone before, it is coming to its natural close so that new ideas, new inspirations, new everything can be born. The Well is known as the birthplace of ideas. It is knowledge that flows freely to those who will seek it. And clearly, the message of this reading is it is time to move past what was lost and move forward with confidence and move forward seeking the security or the stability that you are looking for. And with the Well here, it is a message that you hold the answers within. You find the answers in stillness. You allow that creative and nurturing side of you to move forward, blossom forward. Because for some, by doing that, you may very well find new prosperity, new success. And that which is being left behind has served its purpose. You always want to remember that, when something's time is done, it's time for it to move forward. And sometimes we don't want to let go. But the reality is, if we don't, we become stuck in that place. And the other 3 cards are very, very strongly encouraging you to move forward. Find that which inspires and move forward. Okay. So, thank you so much for joining me here at the Soulprint Weekly Crystal Reading. I wish you a blessed week. Until next week. Bye-bye.